Hello there everyone, this is Iron Mark 3 and welcome back to MechWarrior Online. And an old friend from the previous video, the Zeus 6SR. Don't worry, this is not going to be an experimental fit. This time I've actually spent some time on it and I've worked out what I want to use it for, which is a big plus, really. I'm also trying a slightly different format for this, because previously it would be just go into the fights and then talk about the mech as I go. But this time I'm going to try showing you the mech before we get started. So let's bring this up. You can see a lot of empty space here because there's so many slots still free. I mean, a total of 13 slots are still available for this thing. But I've downgraded the LRM-10 to an LRM-5, as that's a backup weapon with 1 ton of ammunition in one of the feet. And the other arm, the AC-5s, have been replaced by machine guns with a single ton of ammo for those as well. Though those are actually paired with a small pulse laser in the centre torso as my backup close-in weaponry, while the LRM is my backup long-range weaponry. Basically, I've tried walking without LRMs and I constantly find myself thinking, oh, there's an enemy over there, I want to lob a few missiles in that general direction, and so I find I prefer at least having an LRM-5 with a ton of ammo around, just so that I can poke at people and at least help out my team while I close in. Main armament, though, is, as I mentioned I was falling in love with last time, treble large pulse lasers, because they are somewhat dangerous. I mean, a full burst of these things does 33 damage on impact if I get the full beam on contact, and they're pulse lasers, so that is easier. So that is actually pretty good, even if this particular chassis doesn't have quirks for them. Which is a shame, really, but you know. I find I prefer this kind of weapon loadout. A whole load of heat sinks just trying to keep this thing cool, though it can overheat quite easily when it's using the large pulses. But yeah, that's the loadout I've got. Front loaded the armour. Don't think there's much else I can say about it in the screen, so I'm just going to go back and get some combat rolling for you guys. The rough plan is to get 1 or 2 matches, preferably 2, since that gets about the length of video I'm going for, so here we go.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
And here we go. Let's walk. Unlike last time when I was completely new to this, I actually know what I'm trying to do. Well, in theory anyway, so the idea is that I want to stick with some of my fellow assaults. Apparently that is assault mech doctrine in general, so always a good idea. And it also helps that my loadout is actually suited as more of a mid-range brawler / close support combination. LRM notwithstanding. But I already mentioned why I like to keep the LRM on this thing. It would be more useful if I had an LRM-10 still, and I did have medium laser as the backup, and I did swap around loadouts on this thing quite a bit after the previous recording, just trying to work out what would work well. I even tried boosting up my weapons payload with the large pulses, and... What was that? I tried boosting up my weapons payload with the pulses, while, you know, not sacrificing anything else. And the result of that was I actually installed one of my weaker standard engines. My full speed was like 44 kilometers an hour. I mean, sure, there's trading speed for armor and payload, but that was just far too slow. I found myself falling behind in every single combat group I followed. And sure, I could fire the LRM-10s, but I couldn't bring the rest of my weaponry to bear. And I was always the last one. Heck, the last time I used that particular loadout, I was being escorted by a pair of medium mechs just because I couldn't catch up with anyone else, and they were, I think, taking pity on me and making sure I didn't get flanked or something.
Target acquired.
Target's too far away there.
Target spotted.
Sadly though, this is one of the worst maps to actually have an assault mech on, so it's just sheer dumb luck that I've wound up on this one again. They've got some strong... Who the hell's messing around with their targeting? Flipping out. No way I can get a locks from that. Oh, he's got some AC2s, hasn't he? But yeah, I need to stick around here and wait for the action to actually start. So yeah, general premise of this build. As I said, the LRM-5, backup weapon to poke at opponents that are too far away for me to properly engage. It also helps my teammates out a little bit, which is the other reason I've got it, as well as giving me something to do. It's like, if enemy keeps getting warned about missile locks, they'll be a bit more worried about where that's coming from and trying to take cover. Dear God. So many. Well, it's telling me where they all are anyway, I suppose, but I'd still rather they weren't doing that. Come on. So yeah, LRM's just long-range poker and just distract the targets kind of thing. Main power is the large pulses. Oh, that's too far away, I think. Oh no, I can actually damage it. They can damage me though.
Warning, incoming missile.
Oh yay. At least I've got this codec here with missiles defense system, so that's okay. I'd rather be with my main force though, and we got 2 assaults just hanging back. Yeah. But yeah, main damage is large pulses. Definitely.
New target acquired. Warning, incoming missile.
Here comes some more.
New target acquired.
Oops, ow. Ow, 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 ow.
Warning, incoming missile.
Leave me alone. Ow. Yeah, this isn't going so great.
Warning, incoming missile.
Oh, stop it. This is what I mean about LRMs. They can be good, but I'm on the receiving end and I'm not enjoying it. Not really. But yeah, large pulses,
Warning,
definitely.
incoming
I've got them
missile.
clustered in the left torso, so if my left torso gets caught out, that's going to be a serious problem. I'll admit that.
Warning, incoming missile.
Oh, oh, they've got a kill already. That's not good. And I'm getting bogged down in a firing line kind of situation. They're all grouped together in the left torso, so that the damage is all just pushed together. So the lasers always strike really close together and they're going to damage the same area. It's great for hitting things and doing a lot of damage.
Acquired.
Though it does cause heat problems. Why did I get by? Oh, they were after him. Right.
New target acquired.
Yeah, just keep poking from here until we actually start to push, you know? Though we're too spread out, I think we're going to lose this one. Yeah. So yeah, that's why all the large pulses are at risk in the left torso. I'd be more durable / survivable if I put one in the centre torso, but it would spread the damage out a bit as well, which is not what I want to do. But this is not my ideal range at all.
New target acquired.
So that's why I did that. And then backup weapons. Some would say that I should have just put in a medium pulse laser rather than having the small pulse laser plus a pair of machine guns with 1 ton of ammo. And the reason for that is that it's backup point-blank weaponry. So it's not meant to do any kind of range combat. The range is supposed to be handled by the large pulses as much as possible.
Warning, incoming missile.
Yes, I know. As soon as I poke my head up, I get attacked. So, and basically, I had the tonnage, I had the slot, so I wanted to use the weapon hard points. So that's why I used the machine guns. Plus, if my large pulses core out a target section on a mech, oops, I'm being hit by lasers. If they do that, then the machine guns become extremely dangerous, and they start tearing holes in the opposing mech very quickly. Jesus, it's 6-0. This is not. Yeah, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. All because our group's spread out so much. So yeah, that's the idea behind that. The small pulse laser just gives me something to do if I get turned into a zombie. Ah, you didn't need that arm, did you? So I can still do some damage when I've been cored, but who's hitting me in the back? Oh, there's a light behind me. Yeah. This might be the end for me now. Yep, left torso is being targeted.
Left torso critically damaged. Warning.
Yeah, I can't withstand this.
Left torso.
We just got outmatched and now they're rushing us.
Right torso
And
critical
you see what I mean about machine guns? My left torso just evaporated when the overmech managed to start focusing. Now, yeah, I got shredded by the machine guns. Got damaged by machine guns all over the place. I got caught so hard there by that overmech once my arm went down, and that's why I carry a pair of machine guns. Unfortunately, our firing line was so spread out it collapsed pretty much straight away. 200 damage though. I did okay. But with this loadout, I normally do about 300 to 400 odds, closer to 400 usually, so yeah, still a bad match overall. I mean, look at this, 2 kill assists. That's terrible. Anyway, next match, let's walk again.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
And here we go, welcome to Alpine. A more suitable map, so I should be able to be more effective in this one at least. Yeah, this loadout's not really that good at long-range combats, as I've mentioned before. And that's actually unusual compared to most of my mechs, because I normally prefer medium to long-range fighting. This one's more of a brawler. But anyway, let's hope that we can actually pull our forces together and do this right. We're actually in a base assault mode, so we should be moving together anyway. At least that's the theory. I can cross my fingers and hope, can't I? And of course, even at 59.7, which is actually pretty fast for most assault mechs, I'm being left behind by the Kodiaks, and I think even this Direwolf. No, it's not Direwolf. That's oh, jeez. Even the Warhawk's pulling ahead of me a little bit. Yeah, they're trying to snipe us. So pretty heavy. Stop doing that. Seriously. I can't counterfire at this range. And that's because I've gone with the raw damage of the large pulses rather than my normal favour, which is the ER large. So, then again, ER large I would be hard pressed to try and counterfire anyway. So, there's no point in complaining about it, I suppose.
Acquired.
Oh, he's in range. Yep, poke at you over the hill. I think we've got a lot of LRM carriers. And do a few points of damage while I'm at it, which always helps. Okay, where are we even going? Most of our mechs are forming up over here. Okay, so is this where we're going to push from? That is our target area, isn't it? Yeah, I think they were just waiting for the assaults to catch up.
New target acquired.
So, something I failed to mention in this particular mech as well is that despite its heavy armour, and the fact it's got weaponry in the arms, I actually consider the arms
much help this mech.
in traditional fashion as kind of a throwaway weapon. It's quite simply, the arms are very lightly armed as far as weaponry goes, but they are carrying a maximum armour. The entire mech has maximum armour.
New target acquired.
I need to help with this.
Target destroyed.
Yeah. Oops, hey, stop shooting me, that's not very nice. They have maximum armour, so they can take a few knocks.
Target acquired.
Oh, I'm being focused, I think, but I'm hiding behind the thing, so
New target
sucks for them, I suppose. So yeah, I don't care too much if I lose the LRM to my right side. My right side is the throwaway side. That's why even the heat sinks are in the left side. With the large pulses, they help protect them from getting critical damage. Okay, sure. Let's push this way then.
New target acquired.
Just trying to keep him honest. Oh, something's hitting me in the back. What was that? Oh, it's my ally. Nice shooting there, ally.
New target acquired.
Okay, nothing much going on here. Oops. Hello. Yeah, this is where I'm at my best, when I'm surrounded by my allies and supporting them as fast as my weapons can cycle. Well, weapons that can reach anyway. Yeah, I'm just keeping poking him. Come on. Poke, poke, poke while I close the distance.
Target
Hello there.
destroyed.
Oh, just as I find. Oops, hello.
New target acquired.
Yep, LOMs are very much a distraction weapon, though I think they're trying to wrap around behind us, aren't they? I should probably focus. Yeah, let's go with these guys. I'm going to push up. Yeah, I actually care what happens to my left side, because first if I lose my left arm, then that's the machine gun's gone. That's a very serious threat in close combat.
Target acquired.
Yes, hello, you're being flanked, mate. And I can't move up this hill. There we go.
Warning, incoming missile.
Oh, I've been identified because of my
So they
pulses.
call a target so you all focus on the same one.
Yeah, that would be nice. I'm just trying to fire at whoever's best target at the time, and that's not really an ideal way to go about it.
Target destroyed.
Okay, he's dead, right.
New target acquired.
Next up is this guy.
LRM ammo at 25%.
This is a good match. My LOMs are starting to run out. That's actually a sign that things are going well, if my LOMs are starting to go. So what we're doing, I'm trying to...
You guys are doing great. Just 2 more to go.
Let's get up. Oh, hello.
Target acquired.
Yeah. Oh, dear. Hello. Oh, sorry, did you need that arm?
Target destroyed.
Ah. They keep dying too fast. Okay, so who's left? There's one left, right? I think there is. Yes, there is. Where is he?
Target
Hello?
acquired.
No. No. What am I doing? Oh. Oh, we won. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I care about having the machine guns more than I do the LRM. But push comes to shove, sacrifice the machine guns to keep the pulses. That's a good idea. Only 184 damage again, so that's on the low side of this mech. But it was a victory, so better skill, and 9 kill assists, so I was helping and I was distracting with indiscriminate LRM fire, just poking at the opponents with weak attacks, just to get them thinking, oh, there's incoming missiles, I better be careful of that. That's really what it's there for. Well, that went okay. A loss where I stayed alive to the bitter end, and a win where I was playing much more of a supporting role and being a distraction rather than a damage dealer. But I hope you guys found that interesting to watch, because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed walking around like that and just trying to be useful, I think is the best way to put it, with my Zeus 6SR. So yeah, this has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I'll catch you some other time. See you later.